Right, okay, this video is all about putting an event on your calendar. So as you can see, I'm on my HL grade 11 E-block class here, and in the calendar widget there's a calendar but no events. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an event to that calendar. Okay, so to do that, what I'm going to go to do is I'm going to go to view the full calendar. I can click here, or I could have just clicked up here, and that's going to load the calendar for this group. So this is a specific calendar for my group, in this case my class, which is this IB1 period 1B, which is E block. So here's the calendar, and I'm going to go through and add something happening on Monday the 18th. Okay, so I click on Monday the 18th and it comes up with this add event. So my event is going to be an assignment, so that's the event type, is an assignment, and it's going to be something I'm going to get my class to do. Your thoughts on what ITGS is. Okay, it's going to be due at this particular time. Now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to add a couple more options. First of all, I'm going to add it to another calendar, because this is the HL class, and if I click on here, okay, now I'm into a lot more detail about this particular event in the calendar, okay, which is good. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to some different calendars. So if I click here, I can see I've got this in P1B, which is E block, and this is also E block. So I'm going to add it to my SL class who meet at the same time. Okay, location, you don't need this, but I'm going to put it's going to be in the robotics lab. Date assigned, you choose when it is going to appear on that calendar. Yeah, and this is when it's due. So I'm going to have it just appearing right now so we can see it. And where it's due, when it's due, sorry, is going to be on the 18th. Okay, and the time I'm going to have it due. Well, this lesson finishes at 3 p.m, so I'm going to have it due at 3 p.m. Okay, here I can write my explanation of what this assignment's about. Let me just do that. There we go, I've written up my assignment. So what I'm asking the students to do is to write something up and then submit it to me. So I need to provide them a place to submit it. And so that's a Dropbox. Okay, you can see I've got Dropbox enabled. So you'll need to, if you don't have that up here, you need to go have a look at the video about customizing your group space, because that has to be enabled for this to work. And you just click on here, and it's going to then create a Dropbox for you. You decide whether you want alerts for it to happen, whether you want to allow late submissions and whatnot, and then we're done. So obviously you could attach other things, documents that they can download that would be about this assignment specifically and such like. So we're going to save that event. So that's going to save it, and there it is. It appears in the calendar. So now let's have a look at what we've done. Let's go back to the home. So I'm going back to the group space, the home of the group space for this particular class. And you saw before there was nothing here, and in a second, once it refreshes itself, you should see the calendar appearing. He says boldly. There we go. So there's the calendar, and now it has the event. Okay, so due on the, well, this is an event happening on the 18th of June. 18th of August. Now when the students click on this, they're going to get taken through to the event details, and if they click on the Dropbox, they're going to be able to submit their work. Now from my side though, when I look at the Dropbox, I just clicked on it, and so we'll see it in a second. When I click on that Dropbox, it's going to show me who has submitted their work. So let's have a look at that in a second. And so there it is. That's the Dropbox. So the assignment, and I can see my students there and see as and when they turn their work in. So there we go. That's adding an assignment to the calendar and opening a Dropbox.